3 wide receivers and 1 tight end at the top, none at the bottom.
Yes. So there are multiple ways that you can be in unbalance, right? Where there's a tight end on the ball, receiver on the ball. So you really got to know who's where, who's eligible, and who can go out. So when you see this right here, JT, you already know which one's ineligible.
Mm-hmm.
We do. If you don't know, it's that guy. He can't actually catch the ball. Not going forward anyway. He could go backwards and catch a lateral.
Can he? Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
As long as
Yeah.
he's behind the quarterback.
Yes. Okay, I got you.
Okay. But this creates issues. What do you think about when you start wanting to do the running game? And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. I think this was a good setup. So here's what you guys need to know for my review, JT. They ran unbalanced 10% of the time. That don't sound like a lot, but that's a pretty good chunk of the time. When you add in almost another 10% of the time is empty, right? So 20% of your time you're not in a normal formation, right? So when you're talking about your shifts and how people line up, you're just lining up trying to figure it out. So I think we were doing this to see how they would adjust, because a lot of people touch the ball out of these unbalanced sets. It wasn't just a running back. Jam Miller gets a nice run here, but out of the set they did Jalen Milroe, Kendrick Law on a jet sweep. I mean, it's just kind of cool to see that. So I want you guys to see this. Let this one run, JT, then you can kind of talk about it from defensive standpoint.
You drew on this for real. Look at you.
I told you so. You got the tight end coming back for a kick. Does a really good job, actually, with that left shoulder doing that. But my main thing is, look at Jalen Milroe. Now, Jam's out here running. He gets a little yard, but look at what's going on here. The setup, which happens a lot of times, that if he keeps this ball, now someone's upstairs looking at it, right? But that's a good, strong physical run, and this was early in the game. So this is the back end look. I mean, he really could have, because there's no wide receiver out there, so the corner
lineman looking athletic. You can tell they worked on slimming down a little bit. Who is this? This Booker trying to get out and reach 99.
Yes. Oh, they're running and they look good. I mean, they all look quick, and things of that nature. Okay, so that's the unbalance. All right, so this is one of my favorite ones, JT. So stop it. So empty. Let's talk about empty. So there's no backs in the backfield, but there's so many ways you can get it empty. You can get it empty with 4 wide receivers and a running back. Take him out. You can be in 11. Then you got a running back. Now you got 2 tight ends, 3 wide outs, or is this 2 tight ends? This is 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, this is
and a running back.
20 personnel. You can also be in 0, I guess, a double 0, where it's just five actual receivers.
Yes. So, but when you have this right here, now you basically got a double tight set, and it's empty, and you got to cover up all them gaps because you got a quarterback that can run the ball.
This is a nightmare. I'd be so upset. I don't get paid enough to solve these problems.
So what do you do? That's what I'm saying. So you're looking at this. Just go ahead and, well, I don't know. You can let it run first, but he's in the world of hurt because you got to figure out, do you cover the wide receivers or you?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we have to look, our trips check or our empty check. We would definitely use our formation blitz here because I'm just terrified of that guy. Right. And I would just say, hey, look, you're gonna have to beat us 1-on-1, and I'm basically just gonna send everybody and tell Jalen, get the ball out quick, and then just pray that we can handle it across the board. But I would, if I was a defensive coordinator against this team, you kind of just have to pick your poison here. It's like, what are you gonna try to take away, and what are you gonna give up and hope for the best? And I'm saying I'm going to send enough guys to where we're going to try to just take away the QB run and make him stand in there and throw it. That's a,
well, that's not what they did though. They didn't pick you. So let them see what happened. And you can actually see how you just create more gaps, even with that. You got two pullers.
And then you're going to pull both the cards, right?
Yeah.
So then you go move the gaps.
So it's not even close. That would have went for 100 if it would have been down on the other end of the field. So they're light in the box. So this could have been a check. It could have been a pass, but this is where you're going. They're probably saying something at the line like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure this is one of those plays. Like if you have this called up and this is the look that you're getting, this is when Lane Kiffin puts his hands up before the snap because you don't have enough people.
No, and they see the overhang is to the right. So
yeah, and then you don't have nobody over the tight end. So this is let me get my drawing tool out here. This is an easy seal. Right, you can already reach this dude because he's already inside. You get a little help. That's an easy seal. This, as long as you reach him, you're fine, and he's gonna go out here and get the safety anyway. Like you actually don't even need that guy.
No,
he's icing on the cake.
He just starts running around. I think I don't even know what he does.
He escorts him to
nothing.
His head is going. Like,
what do I do? Yeah. So that's it's crazy. But anyway, creativity. What we're talking about with that on the offensive side of the ball. All right. So we got some defensive clips here too. That is, I'm trying to see what he said. He said it looks fire. Oh, he likes Moon Rocka. You like the yes, sir. Okay, so you're gonna let this run. I'm checking out how our defensive backs are playing here, right? So you can tell. Well, it looks like it's some kind of man, not necessarily. Mm-hmm. All right. So first, go back. I need to point out the 3-man front, right? So the odd front, as JT was teaching you guys last week. You need to go back and watch that and see what that is. A 0 and 2 other guys. Yes, 2 5s in this case. JT, we ran this 30% of the time. You think that's high?
I think that's
for the first game.
Yeah, I mean, I think as much as we talked. I mean, we did a whole video of the 4-2-5, right? I mean, if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It's got almost 25,000 views at this point. But we did a whole 30-minute-ish video on the principles and the basics of the 4-2-5, right? And then they come out here and 30% of the time they're in an out front, which you were texting me about it, and I was just as shocked. But I guess we shouldn't be, or we shouldn't have been, right? Because the 21st with Cole Kublik, and we went through South Alabama film. This was very normal.
That's true. Now, although we're looking at this and I'm giving you that, I don't think we're going to see a lot of this again next week just because of the way their quarterback run this ball. We weren't very good against the run out of this set. So maybe they knew TJ Finley wasn't going to run that much, and we just said, hey, let's cover up and make them be just throwing the ball. All right, so you can let it go. This is...
Oh, and we got a spy for some reason.
Yeah, so what I wanted to show was the slots. JT, I thought, did a tremendous job of covering these guys. I can't tell if this is cover one. That's what it looks like because they're kind of chasing them. But I wanted you to see the techniques by both of the corners outside. You just start with the bottom with because it just looks weird. Right. So this is my one thing I'm saying we got to get better in because both of them almost started to turn inside at the top and walkway. flipped his hips and got himself back in order, but it looks like cover one
I'm not sure if that's in Bakwe.
or
That's
man free.
number 3. That would be Sab.
Sab.
Yeah, Sab.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is Sab. Okay, so and he had a hell of a game, by the way. It looks like cover one or some version of it to me. So I just happened to see that technique. I thought, was it just like you said, early jitters? This is early in the game, but those slots are covered up very, very well. Right. That's the only thing I had to really say about that. So, if there's anything you got to add, you can.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to add here. I'm trying to scope the number here. This is 0, so that's Deontay Lawson.
Yes.
Guess what he does?
He's a spy. Is he the spy?
No. Let me put him on the field. Or him.
Oh.
He covered the back out of the backfield.
Backfield. Yeah, that is very unique for us.
So we have a super chat from Keith Holcomb. Thank you, sir. He asks, do y'all think this defense will have issues with more physical teams? I think that kind of remains to be seen. However, what I didn't say in the pregame, which I think I'd said to you, maybe, was that I thought that I liked our pursuit to the football. I thought everybody was flying to the football. I thought we were taking great angles. I think we got to get better at getting guys on the ground. Maybe that's just because it's week 1, but our tackling wasn't poor, but it was very average. I wouldn't call it good yet.
Yeah. I think we were over aggressive. I think they were just playing, like I said, high energy. So to answer this question, I think we're going to be okay because I really don't think we're going to see as much 3-man front when we start seeing teams to run the ball, which we had a lot of that this week. And I just see, because of what JT said, the pursuit and guys flying around to the football, I think it's going to be better. Yes, they are very, very fast, and they're getting there in a hurry, and they're playing really good with their hands for the most part. Okay. So, yeah, y'all let us know how you like these clips, and if there's just having film, always. So a lot of these I had in here with 3-man just because it was a high percentage. There are some with 4-man, but a lot of these have to do with coverage at this point because you were talking about Deontay Lawson and eyes. So there's one clip on here, but this one I actually wanted you to see the technique up top. This is how you break on an out route.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
And go. Now he's kind of undercuts it a little bit, but when you're looking for DBs who are
it shows confidence, right? Like you're breaking the cardinal rule here, right? Where if you're gonna try to undercut her out and go for the ball, you better get it.
Got to be there. Yes.
But with the amount of young guys that we have in the secondary right now, the confidence. I mean, that is Mbakwe. That's a true freshman.
Yeah, that's really good.
Right? Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get it, and he'll learn. I think he'll learn and get a little bit better at those.
Absolutely.
Underrated comment right here. If one more helmet come off during the game, somebody got to be running every little step inside Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Did you see that? It aggravated me too.
The first play, we had 2 people with two linemen that had to come out the game.
Tyler Booker had to run off, but I took it as he was trying to dethrone that person. He was trying to really hit him, but I don't know what with the equipment manager or somebody got to figure out how to tighten these things up. But yeah, good point. Thanks for striking a nerve with us there. Again. Okay, but I just wanted you to see the footwork on that. You see movement with the line again. I think this might be the drop pick 6. What does that say?
We told y'all about cut blocks.
Oh yeah, we told y'all about cut blocks. So I felt like we hit a lot of things on the head in our film preview, of scouting well. And I don't know if everybody believes this or not, but there it is. Still don't necessarily understand it.
Yeah. So this right here, this kind of stuff right here is what I was talking about, Keith. To go back to your question, with the tackling, is because like we're legit just not wrapping up. We're just trying to hit stick people, and this is something that should go for no yards.
Yeah, you're just trying,
and it goes for 5 instead.
Yeah, one miss, and then he tries to kill him instead of just wrapping him up. But anyway, this is a back end look of these cut blocks. We shouldn't see this too often, but they're all just diving on the ground and whatever. I just want to let y'all know we do watch the film, we do pay attention to what's going on, and we're going to do it again when we get to the USF film to give you some stuff. All right, interception. JT, I think you kind of want to talk about this one a little bit in this coverage, and what do you see with the?
Yeah. So what I see here is,
and it's a 4-man front.
I like that. We talked the whole offseason about, and so did the players. They're telling us about how much they like being able to turn and look at the quarterback, and I think this is kind of the quintessential reason on why they do this, because I'm not actually convinced that.
Hold on, what was that word you said, and how many syllables it got?
Quintessential.
Looks like you added a few syllables there, but anyway.
I don't think that Saab is actually on the right guy. I think he's supposed to be over the guy that goes in, because Zabian Brown is taking the backside guy.
He got deep half.
But
you think?
Yeah. I think he needs to be over back towards the middle of the field a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
But because he has his eyes towards the quarterback, he can make this decision.
This better be right, because
yeah. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say they watched film and they prepared, and he knew what was coming and all that. And
check out that hip turn though, man. We talk, bam, right there, get down. Even if he is supposed to be in the half. So what JT's talking about here, for y'all that are more coached, like you got the guy standing in the middle of the field. I don't know if that's Malachi or who that is.
Yeah, it was Malachi.
But he's really working over this other side, because you tell this corner sits at the bottom of the screen. Mm-hmm. So Malachi's supposed to get over the top of him. But I think there's some tendencies here, like you're saying, that they just kind of been watching film like he ain't going over there, because TJ Finley don't even look over there at all. What that is? Let me see that spelling. Is that how you spell it?
No, it's
not. All right, Boo Rocker. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, he does telegraph his throws a bunch. So, anyhow, I hated his hair, his whole look. He didn't even have no swag, man. TJ Finley just looked like he played. And I don't know that we used to see excitement like that either after the picks. Guys running.
Well, we had was it Milrow? I'm pretty sure Milrow was one who hit the gritty in the end zone, and I was like, this would have never happened.
That's right. Not at all. So you see these guys running like pros headed to the end zone and stuff of that nature. All right. Let's see.
Was this the
JT hitting all kind of buttons? I don't know.
I know.
We got a lot. Only got a couple minutes for. Oh yeah, I wonder. He probably don't want to see this, but you hate to have these where you just drop the.
Yeah, because that's a touchdown.
So it was a great drop. It's a great read. They're playing cover 3, true cover 3, maroon, whatever you call it, right? And he's looking at the quarterback. Because again, we were talking about being able to see and taking drops off of eyes and kind of feeling the route, and that's an easy walk in. You don't get those back, you know. So quarterback staring, just break. Anyway, there we go. We'll probably need to get to another one before we need to take a. Oh, this is probably your second pick, so this will be a good one. Though.
Yeah, I like this one. This
Stop
one was the more impressive of the two to me.
Yes.
Just breaking on. I mean, this is also not a great throw, but
No, but it's impressive because he baited him long enough to make him think that he's open. If you look at the play too, everybody was really kind of covered up other than him, and it was zone drop, so we weren't. I think they were pattern matching maybe a little bit. Just looking at the top, the corner ends up taking him, but I really thought he was going to take this one to the house. It was kind of good to see his skills too, moving from one place to another, and now
he put a move on somebody.
Yes, and then he's going, and he actually missed it, JT, right here. If he cuts left, he probably. I mean, he had
thought
it.
He was gonna make it though. He thought he was gonna get there.
It's all good. It's a great play. It's a great play by him. So,
all right.
Okay, man.
Let's keep moving because we got a lot more film to cover.
We do. I don't even know how many plays you want to. So I want
you. We don't go through all of them. We ain't got nowhere to be.
Okay, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, man, we can give y'all what y'all want because we got a lot of films here. So put this in here because I really wanted to show the linemen and what they're doing up front. You're talking about how they run, what kind of pass stunts. It shows up better on the back end, but what I really wanted you to see was Jaheed Campbell, how he gets rocked a little bit, number 11, but he spins back out of there, makes a tackle, and then our defensive tackle goes inside. Watch him run this hoop, JT. He turns and bends and, man, gets right back in on a tackle. So you're talking about pursuits. Look at Finley. That hair, man, golly. That is bad. Right? So I really just wanted you guys to be able to see what kind of pursuit we have. And there's a little bit of creativity here. This is a stunt on the inside. But it's really the effort that I like to see out of this because he took a shoulder right there, man.
And if Lawson keeps his feet here, this stunt might actually hit home.
Yes, because he was going to run right through that. But you guys moving around, so that was good. That was good as well. That was 4. Okay.
All right, so these last 3 are the ones that I put in here. This was really, to me, more about blitz pickup and also Jeremy Bernard getting down here getting held, but, whatever.
Big time.
So we'll go to the end zone here because this, I saw this when he leaked out, and I can't remember if they showed a replay or not, but this was one of the ones that I took notes of during the game of just the communication with the O-line and the running back. Great pass pro. Like everybody here is accounted for.
I thought he was going for 90 yards touchdown. As soon as he took off, I thought it was like, oh, it's touchdown. But yeah, I love what you're saying about the pickup because the running back did not take the wrong guy. It would have been easy for him to try to stay inside and take the first guy.
They're bringing 6. So I mean, Brailsford, I guess, could come off of this and pick up number 5. But look, if he's gonna run all the way across the formation and get back to the other side of the field, like I don't think you can ask for better pass pro.
Yeah, right. I don't think I would have had that. This is essentially what Michigan and those guys did to us last year that caused a lot of confusion. So I feel like we're in a better spot already with communication. Great call. Well, there's that formation again.
Yeah, there's another. And when I looked at this, I didn't even realize that this was unbalanced.
Come on, Coach.
I was looking at something else.
Come on, Coach. Unbalanced, like I was telling y'all, right? So now Jalen's getting the ball this time.
Yeah. So I put this on here because now, I just gave the praise of him being able to scramble and pick a hole and get going. And then this time I'm like, hey, let's maybe not bounce it to the sideline. We used to call this the high school bounce.
Yep.
Where if you just go ahead and take this
right in there, there's a gap
right here.
He'll run through that guy.
Yeah, I mean he's fast enough to where he might not even get touched, but because he bounces to the sideline, which I've already told you as many times in this show. Maybe we should make shirts that say the best tackler on the team is the sideline.
Yeah,
because this is a 2-yard gain because they get him out to the sideline instead of getting north and south on that one.
Yep.
And then the last one here.
Did you really just pick another unbalanced?
No, this is trips.
Oh yeah, tight end trips up there. Okay, I was like, ooh, and I need for y'all to remember this tight end trips when we get to USF film.
So this one was about Ty Simpson. Same critique, bro. Stay in the pocket.
Step up.
Stay in the pocket. There's no reason to try to spin out of this and go somewhere else. We're running backwards for no reason, and then we make a bad throw or a tough throw. I won't say bad throw, but a tough throw. Like you can stand in here and deliver a strike. You don't have to.
He could. His dragger, he could have threw it to the drag by the tight end or something. Threw it at his feet.
Go to the wide angle here so we can see what his options were. Yeah, I mean he can step up and hit the tight end right now.
Yes,
but right now his back is to the tight end.
Well, he's got both. The other guy just going across the field the other way. The number 3, if y'all understand what we're talking about, the over route. I guess we'd call it.
Yeah, the deep over, number 7. Was that Cole Adams?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's got options, but he bailed a little too quickly. So, those are the small things that keep you from winning the starting job, right? It's a small thing, but those are the things that you're evaluating at this level. It's like, can you just hitch 1 or 2 times and hit one of these 2 dudes who are open instead of leaving?